You're listening to Rellism Sports Talk with your host, Terrell Jenkins.
Welcome back. Yeah. Rellism Sports Talk, episode 39. But I'll tell you what, this weekend was crazy NBA talk. So we definitely will have some NBA playoffs. We're going to have another disgruntled player wants out. First was Aaron Rodgers, and now massively Julio Jones has made it known he wants out. Lefty breaks a record. Go ahead, Lefty. Major League Baseball talk. We're gonna talk a little bit about the toughest AL division. You already know which one I think is the toughest NL division. And then we'll have a fact or fiction about all these no hitters going on. QB merry-go-round in the NFL. 2 quarterbacks, which I think could change a whole lot of stuff, and that'll be in our fantasy focus. But first, let's start off with the NBA playoffs. So 8 games, 8 entertaining games. 6 entertaining games. The first 2, I'm just going to blow by. The 76ers beat the Wizards. The Wizards made it close. Don't get me wrong, the Wizards hung tough in the first game. Anytime you got Russell Westbrook on your team, you always got a shot. But in the end, 76 is too much. People forget how good Tobias Harris is. People forget all about him, but hey, he's a good player, yo. So I think that, the Wizards might still won, but I don't think it's going over to the 5. The Nets over the Celtics. Hey, the Celtics, they hung around. But I think when the big 3 for the Nets decided, hey, let's go ahead and step on the roach, they stepped on the roach. And it's done. They'll sweep the Celtics. They're done. They have no shot. Whatever. I'd love to see it win, but they ain't. Especially with Kemba Walker not even showing. Did he show up, or is he still in Charlotte? Is he still a Bobcat? Where's he at? Where's Kemba Walker at? I don't know where he at. Kyrie Irving's over there laughing. He laughing like, yeah, y'all thought he was going to replace me? Nah, son. It's what it was. But the first game, which I said was going to be the toughest series in there, the Bucks and the Heat. Yo, I'm telling you, it was everything that everybody thought it would be. Bucks and Heat, I think it's going 7, and either team could win. I'm pulling for the Bucks, but I'll tell you what, I love some Jimmy Butler, yo. I wanted him to be a Laker so bad. I love some Jimmy Butler, and they got some pieces on their team that I love. You know what I'm saying? Robinson was out there banging threes everywhere, but Giannis was doing Giannis things. Middleton. And Middleton's the closer. Giannis out here missing free throws everywhere. You getting 10-second violations from shooting a free throw, which I ain't never seen, especially in the playoffs. But hey, that's why you tell referees things over and over and over again, because one of those times you gonna get that call. So that was smart. That was very smart by Miami. But see, Miami is one of those franchises that I envy their front office. You know how I talk about like Pittsburgh, stuff like that? I envy their front office. I envy Miami's front office. They know what to do. Pat Riley, everything about them is official. And that's why they're always tough to beat. And that's why they're gonna give the Bucks everything. Would I be surprised if they won? No, I would not at all. But yeah, so that's gonna be a fun series. I can't wait to watch that. The Phoenix Suns came to play. They said they were tired of hearing about this 7-seed Laker team coming in our place. You know what I'm saying? We ain't won a playoff game since forever. Let's go out there. And Booker's a killer. Booker is that dude. Booker is that dude. Chris Paul is what I said he was. But yo, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm a Laker fan. But Chris Paul getting hurt, I hope it's not serious, yo. I hope it's not gonna mess him up for the rest of the series. I'm just saying, like, whether we lose or win, Chris Paul deserves to play in the series that matters where he has a chance to win. It seems like every time he's there, something happens. Something catastrophic happens. I don't want him to be out, because if they're out and we win, they're like, oh, well, Chris Paul was out. I want to compete with Chris Paul. I think that's going to bring the best out of LeBron and all them, because AD ain't show up. Where AD at? Where he at? I ain't seen him play. Did he play? I saw DeAndre Ayton destroy him. I don't know what's up with AD. I don't know what happened to AD. I'm out here showing love for AD, like, yo, you finally turned the curve, and now you are. I don't know, man. Last year you hitting game winners. You out here talking about Kobe this, doing that. I don't know what's going on with you now, bro. But hey, everybody relax for a minute. What did Aaron Rodgers say? RELAX. Relax. Didn't the Lakers lose to Portland last year in the first game? How'd that turn out? I'm just saying. I'm not saying Phoenix can't win, because Phoenix can win. They are deep. Phoenix and fast. That first game, they look so much faster than the Lakers. They look so much faster. So, hey, it's going to be entertaining. Hey, am I nervous? Sure. But I enjoy watching. I love competition. So, hey, I guess the reason why I don't feel as bad is because them Clippers lost too. Everybody's front runner. Mills and Dave and Drew and Dave and everybody with the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Definitely check out my boy Drew is live on Twitch. Drew goes live on Twitch. His boy Mills, he's the co-host. Yeah, so they talk about Clippers, whatever. I still think the Clippers gonna beat Dallas. I ain't gonna lie. If I had to put money on it, I'm still picking the Clippers. But hey, when you got Luka out there, and I don't know. I just don't see enough. I don't see enough talent for them to beat them. But it was cool to see them lose game one. The Hawks and Knicks was everything I thought it was going to be. The same series like the Bucks and Heat. I think these two games going series 7. But I will be honest with you, watching that game, I knew Trey Young was a stud. I knew he was a star. But is he a superstar? Is Trey Young a superstar? He made me question it yesterday. He was out here like, it's awfully quiet in here. It's quiet. He's like, I'm cold. That made me have goosebumps, son. I love that. I love that dog. And he was literally everybody out there, but Trey Young is that dude, I think it's safe to say this might be his coming out party. And to let everybody know, I'm on notice. I am a superstar in the league right now. Build around me. Build around me. You know what I'm saying? You got teammates coming out here talking about Lou Williams, talking about he was going to retire because he got traded from the Clippers. He was going to retire. Somebody got in his ear. He got to see how good somebody else was in Trey Young. And now them two right there, they can score 100 points together. They out here scoring. But Trey Young he's making everybody better. He's making behind the back passes, cross court passes. Trey Young is fun to watch. I know the story was the Knicks and the Knicks being back there. And don't get me wrong, that crowd at Madison Square Garden was official. And I know before, when the pandemic was going on, when it very first started, if you watch one of my first episodes, when the pandemic first started, I remember saying, the fans don't really matter that much. I was a liar. Because listening to them fans out there, that was everything. And then I couldn't imagine like college football, college basketball. That's when the fans really gonna come into it. It was hype seeing them fans out there at Madison Square Garden. You got Spike Lee out here stomping, doing all this. And then at the end of the day, Trey Young said, they wanted to cuss me. But at the end of the day, it's quiet. It's quiet in here. Fun series. Julius Randle didn't show up, but in the clutch moments, he made some plays. Derrick Rose, it was great seeing vintage Derrick Rose. I hope it goes 7. It's fun. But I didn't realize the firepower that the Hawks had. I guess I just didn't realize it. I think the Hawks will win in probably 6. And if it goes 7, last game in Madison Square Garden, anything can happen. The biggest shocker, I'm not shocked that Portland beat the Nuggets. I'm surprised how badly they beat the Nuggets. And Jokic did his thing. Jokic was killing. You couldn't stop Jokic. And they still got blasted. That just shows you got to have inside-outside game. You got to have somebody else. And Jamal Murray not being there, that changes everything. But hey, Portland looks good. It was cool watching Carmelo coming. All these old school dudes, Derrick Rose, Carmelo, they doing things. Chris Paul, I like it. I even saw some Andre Iguodala out there for the Heat. And Trevor Ariza out there for the Heat. It's cool seeing these old school players out there. I'm saying old school. My generation old school. But yeah, so Portland Nuggets, I think the Portland's going to win. Probably 6 or 7. Yeah. The Grizzlies, I told y'all don't sleep. Whoever got that 8 seed, I said, could fight the number 1 seed. And sure enough, the Grizzlies are on a roll. Aaron Brooks, where'd he come from? I mean, I knew he was solid, but yo, is he becoming a star right before our eyes? Eric Brooks from Oregon, 4-year pro. I mean, we know who Jai is. We know what Jai's about. I'll tell you what, yo, the Jazz better. They fighting in the locker rooms now. They mad. You know, sir, I wanted to play. You didn't want me to play. I want to, yo. If they don't get it together, yo, they might get upset. But that's what I'm talking about, yo. I'm hyped that 6 out of the 8 series, I think, is going to be competitive. And if you'd have asked me that a long time ago, I'd have said, nah, hell no. No. But it's good. I like that. It's good. Playoffs is coming back on tonight. Can't wait to watch the next one. Miami and the Bucks. Big time game. Big time game. If the Bucks can win this game, I think they're feeling good. If the Heat win this game, the Bucks might go into a shell. So that's why it's important to watch. All right, changing sports, because I'm sure we're going to have a lot of NBA talk throughout the week and next week. My Pharrell Award, I know it's always usually a negative thing, but this time it's a positive. Pharrell, Phil Mickelson, 50-year-old Phil Mickelson, Lefty, he won a major. He's the oldest golfer to win a major ever. The major championship. Congratulations to Phil Mickelson. I don't talk a lot of golf on here at all, but I'll tell you what, when I see something great like that, I do. Remember back in the day, Phil Mickelson was one of those golfers that had never won a major. He was on that list of never won a major, and then he finally won, and then it feels like, him and Tiger had a rivalry for a minute, but he was like the little stepchild. But I'll tell you what, ever since Tiger had his Tiger issues, Phil's been maintaining, and now he just won a major at 50 years old. People sleep on Phil. Phil's entertaining. He's got a personality too, but he's a white dude like everybody else on the court on the PGA Tour. They're all white dudes, so you kind of forget, that he's got a good personality too. I like he's charismatic. I remember he used to come at Tiger Woods. He used to be one of the ones that was not scared. Like, yeah, pair me up with him. What? You know what I'm saying? He was one of the first ones that wasn't scared of him. And now, congratulations to him, and I had to show him some love for that because people don't talk about golf and people don't talk about stuff like that. Now, that's enough golf talk. We're going to get into a little baseball from my man Drew Harlow, 540 Chop on SoundCloud, making my intro beats, doing things. Check him out. He's got mad talent, man. All right, Harlow, here's your baseball talk. All right, so I'm going to say factor fiction. We're going to talk factor fiction. The no-hitters, which I'm counting as 7, because I'm counting Bumgarners. Hey, if the game's only going to be 7 innings, then you count that one as a no-hitter also. If you're going to give an MVP for a 30-game season, then you're going to count it all. If the FCS just had their championship game and you only played 7 games, hey, we're going to count that too. So I'm counting Madison Bumgarner's no-hitter too. But here's my question, yo. The no-hitters, are we taking away from the excitement of no-hitters? Because we're having so many? Is that fact or fiction? I'm saying fiction. I'm saying fiction because, come on, man, really? Just because there's more going on right now than there has been, does that mean that it's easier to do now and we're taking the glamour off of it? Hell no. If I'm at a game and I see a no-hitter, I'm hyped. I'm keeping that ticket stub. I'm keeping all that stuff. More than somebody hitting a home run, unless it's like somebody hitting a home run to, like, break a record or something. No-hitters are hard to do. No-hitters are hard to do. If it was easy, there'd be a lot more. I'm not saying nothing about home runs, but we enjoy the home runs, even if it was on steroids. Who cares? We like stuff like that. And if you can't like somebody throwing a no-hitter, I don't care if it's against your team or not, then you're missing the point. You're missing the point. And so, well, too many of them is gonna water it down. Why? Why? We like too many. We like too many of things. That's why we have it. And that's why we want. That's why we work for it. That's why we go get it. If somebody's going to tell me I can have a whole bunch of autographed jerseys, give me one every day. I won't get tired of it. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that no more. Oh, well, it's too many. We're taking away from that. But when we're having home runs, everybody's hitting 50 or something home runs. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Come on with it then. So trending up, trending down. Trending up, it's got to be that AL East. I think it's the toughest division in the American League. The Rays are in the lead right now because they've won 11 straight. The Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays have won 11 straight, and they're only a half a game ahead of the Red Sox. You know what I'm saying? The Red Sox are only a half a game, and they've lost a few in a row. But they're the highest scoring team in the American League. Everybody talk about the Yankees and all these other teams hitting all these runs, getting all these runs. The Red Sox have the highest scoring team in the AL right now. The Yankees are right there. They're only one game behind. They've won 6 in a row. That division right there, them three, are battling. And I like it. So they're trending down. I ain't got it trending down. I got 2 more trending ups. And it's still in baseball. It's still in baseball because I'm going to talk about my division. The NL East, baby. The toughest division in baseball. Top to bottom. Not just 3 teams. And who's in first place? Yeah, Drew. My Mets, baby. My Mets. We ahead of those Phillies and over Mills' Atlanta Braves. After we just beat them like 3 out of 4. Yeah. Don't try to make me a sucker bet. After we already beat y'all 2-3 times. You're trying to, well, we'll win the last one. Yeah, the odds are in your favor. Don't try to play me. I know what's going on. And Drew Harlow, the Nationals, still in last place. Yeah, they're still in last place, Nationals. Yeah, so, but hey, they're only 2.5 games out of first place, so I better shut up because that can flip in 1 second. That's why it's the toughest division in baseball. 2.5 games separate the whole division. The whole division. And I told you I had 2, that NL West. Only reason why I'm bringing up the NL West, because I remember in previous episodes, we talked about the Dodgers, how they were down and all this going on and. But shoot, the Padres, they done won 9 in a row. Won 9 in a row. They have a plus 75 run differential. The Dodgers won 7 in a row, and they got a 72 run differential. The Giants, who now have that rivalry restored with the Dodgers, which I love, are plus 47 run differential. These boys are hitting the ball. It's just crazy, those 3 teams. It is freaking crazy. And I love the rivalries with the Dodgers and the Giants. I love how the Padres got some talent. They got some superstar egos over there. So they trying to say, hey, look at me too. So I like that. And them 3, I think it's going to be a good race. And out of baseball, those 3 divisions, I think the World Series champions going to come from one of them 3. So we'll see how it goes. We got another player that wants to get out. So we're gonna get to some NFL talk now. We know Aaron Rodgers, he ain't show up at OTAs today. He said, I ain't going. Y'all thought I was joking. I'm not going. Go ahead and trade me. Go ahead and do something. I'll lose the money. You wanna know how I'm gonna get my money back? I'm gonna go host Jeopardy. And he ain't lying. Jeopardy wanted him to do it on his spare time. That's how crazy that is, y'all. But Julio Jones said, I'm out. What'd he say? I'm out of there. I want to win. Dang. Dang, Mills. Dang, another hit on your squad. What you going to do? But, hey, Julio Jones wants out. They're asking for a first-round pick. Who should jump up and get him? He said he wants to win. So it has to be a team that's on the verge of winning. And so the number 1 team that everybody's talking about is the Patriots. And I think it'd be a good fit with the Patriots with the scheme that they got and the 2 tight end set, all that. I feel like he wants to win now. And I don't think the Patriots are ready to win right now. People talked about the Dolphins or whatever. I think the Dolphins be a good fit too, but I don't think they're ready to win right now. I'm going to just if I had to put him somewhere, if we want to make a go at it and you want to go, I'm looking at teams like Seattle. You put him, Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett together. Or I'm looking at the Rams, who I think is the number 2 team in the NFC anyway. 49ers. I don't want to hear this Dallas talk. I've been hearing Dallas and all that. They got enough wide receivers. But I mean, what about the team that won the division? What about that Washington squad? You give us a wide receiver like that? Hey, why not? You want to win? I don't think we're going to win. But hey, I'll take you though, baby, and Aaron Rodgers. You give us both of those, we can win right now. We can win right now. But I'm intrigued to see where he's going to go. Who knows? There's a lot of teams that could take him to put him over the top. Brandon said he thinks he's going to the Colts. And if he goes to the Colts, that's going to prove my point like I was talking about. Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz going to get another weapon. And the Eagles going to be... So, but we'll see. We'll see where he goes. I'm excited for that. Fantasy focus, go straight. I know a lot of people are doing mock drafts and all that kind of stuff right now. Where's Deshaun Watson going for fantasy? You know, before all these allegations and everything, you would probably think he'd be what? The third quarterback taken, maybe? Third, maybe possibly second, third or fourth. I don't know. He'd definitely be top 5, put it that way. Now where's he going? And if you top 5, you're looking at 1 through 3 for the rounds probably to draft him. Now you're looking at what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Where's he going to go? Is somebody going to draft him? Does anybody want him? Well, I did. I want Washington. I've said this already. Trade for him. Trade for him now. My number one team that I've always said, this has been the number one team I've always said for them to do, was Miami. I feel like Miami is a team on the come up. They got a good solid defense. They got some weapons now out there. And the way that you can help your fan base to say you got rid of Deshaun Watson is you get somebody like Tua. Like, hey, he would have been the number one pick the year before he got hurt. We think that he's the franchise and we think that he's this. I think you can sell that to your fan base a lot easier than having Tyrod Taylor and the boy you drafted from Stanford. I hate to say it because I want him, but I think he might go there, really. But I mean, do you want to trade him in the AFC? We'll see. I don't know. But appreciate the love. Give me some feedback on that. Hey, check out on SoundCloud. My boy Jay Holly from Queens, New York. Jay Holly on SoundCloud. Check him out. Just dropped his newest single, Houdini. Just signed his record deal. Check him out. Always 540 Chopper. Drew Goes Live. My boy Mills. Brandon, Keith, Tommy, let's go. Owen, I still need you to do a baseball segment. Let's go. I need to get this going. We're going to start getting more people on here all at the same time. My boy Drew's going to help me out with that. So let's get it going. Let's go. Basketball tonight, baby. Let's go watch it. All right, y'all. Thank y'all.